Good morning. It's Thursday, March 20th, and today is the first day of spring. Wisconsin doesn't see it, but it's supposed to be here. Anyway, when I was a kid, we had a really abundant blueberry patch, wild blueberry patch, out in our woods. And every summer we would go, uh, led by my mom. And it was pretty much probably four or five of us because there were six altogether. But anyway, we would go and we would pick the blueberries. We would get buckets and we would just pick them blueberries, and you could hear the plop, plop, plop as they first got in the bucket. And then after a while, you didn't hear it because they were getting fuller and fuller. Well, anyway, then my mom would make blueberry pies. And I can tell you, those were the best blueberry pies in the whole wide world. And you know why? Because we picked the blueberries ourselves. I had a part in that pie, and there is nothing like having a blueberry pie when you have picked the blueberries and then your mom made it. But I know children, especially when they cook, they don't even, or bake, they hardly know what it tastes like because they are so proud of themselves and they feel so good about making something. Well, let me tell you, in Psalm 128, verses 1 and 2, it talks a little bit about this. It says, "Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. When you eat the labor of your hands, you shall be happy, and it shall be well with you." So he's actually guaranteeing us that we would be happy and it would be well if we eat the labor of our hands. And I got to thinking, what is the labor of our hands? Nowadays, we go to work, we rush through our job, we come home, and on the way we stop at McDonald's or the pizza place and grab something and just shovel it down and fall asleep exhausted. Not everybody, but that's kind of the way it's going. And I got to thinking, if we could understand that we get up in the morning. On a Monday morning, we're not so crazy about it, but we get up, we go to work, or we do our work at home, or whatever it is, wherever it is you do, and you work hard, hopefully, or maybe not so hard, and then you're done, and then maybe you got to run to the grocery store and get a few things, and you pick them out. I mean, if you cook, you run to the store and you pick some things out, and maybe a salad or whatever, and you bring it home, and then you eat it. You make it and you eat it, you prepare it. And I got to thinking, if we would only slow down. Now, there's some places where we can't, but if, especially at the table, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it, if we could just slow down, take some time and realize God gave us the work, that gave us the money to buy the groceries so that we could prepare the food. The food is what it's all about. That's the very first thing we have to have, food and water. And we can be grateful for the food. We can prepare it carefully and thoughtfully, and just think about how it, was brought to us, and enjoy it. When's the last time you actually enjoyed eating your lunch or supper or dinner? Took time to enjoy it, because that's what it's all about. That's why we work. And when we eat the labor of our hands, we are happy and satisfied, just like the kids that pick the blueberries and drop the eggs in and even stir the bowl. How good they feel. Jesus always said, be like a little child. So there's another example for you. So just think about it as you go through your day. Are you working? And yes, we're supposed to serve the Lord always, but are you working for the labor of your hands so that you can eat? It's much better than if somebody just gives it to you and you had nothing to do with it, it doesn't mean so much. So just think about that, and take your time when you eat your next meal, and thank God that it's yours. God bless you, and have a great day.